Hello, Libra. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot. I hope you're doing well today. Let's take a look at what you don't see coming for the week of November 16th, 2025. I've set the intention of this reading to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. So if you have Libra in any of those placements, odds are there's a little message in this reading for you. Also, keep in mind that this is a collective general reading. It is not individualized nor personalized to you. Messages may come through today that do not fully resonate. And if that happens, don't get upset. Just means that one message is meant for someone else watching. So take what fits, how it fits, leave what doesn't. Be sure to check out your other placements. And also keep in mind, I'm your cousin sign here of Gemini. My ruling planet, Mercury, is in retrograde. So if I stumble or fumble my way through your reading, I apologize ahead of time. With all of that said, let's begin. Tapping into the Libra collective now for Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What does Libra not see coming for the week of November 16th, 2025. And if I ever say the 19th during your reading today, I apologize. I don't know why that new moon in Scorpio is like, I don't know, even throughout meditation. So maybe for most of us, we're going to experience something monumental in the energy of the new moon in Scorpio. I don't know. But if I do say the 19th, I apologize. I do mean the week of the 16th. Okay, for Libra here, what do they not see coming this week? One more shuffle here. Thank you. What do you not see coming? Wants you back. In the bottom of the deck, you have always partying. Okay. Tell me why wants you back is something that Libra does not see coming this week. For Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. Why is wants you back something they don't see coming? Getting a little devil energy vibe there all of a sudden. Okay, what is this all about here for Libra? For the week of November 16th, 2025. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Okay. I wasn't expecting all of that, but I'm going to take them. You have the Six of Pentacles. You have the Seven of Wands. You have the Knight of Wands. And you have the Page of Swords. Okay. Bottom of the deck, you have Eight of Swords, lower octave of the Devil, the Empress, which is you, and the Ten of Cups. That leaves the Three of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Two of Swords, Five of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck. First couple of cards that come out in this reading, typically the energy of the person I'm reading for. So this week, your energy seems to be, at least in respect to this situation, environment, or connection. I think it's more connection-based, but we'll see where we go on it. It seems to be, I can give, but I can only give you a little. You seem to have some boundaries with whomever or whatever this is. There is something there with the Six of Pentacles. I could be charitable. I could be there for you. I can help you in some way, but I have a limit. My giving has a limit. And whether that pentacle resource that you're giving is time, love, money, commitment, shoulder to cry on, I don't know. But you seem to have a limit with this individual or with this entity. The Knight of Wands to the Page of Swords tells me there is incoming communication here. You seem to be very much up in your head about whether or not you want to respond to it or how you want to respond to it. Six of Pentacles to the Seven of Wands. Why are you like this? Why do you have this energy towards this individual? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Knight of Cups, the Lovers, and the Four of Cups. Bottom of the deck, King of Pentacles, Three of Cups, King of Wands. A lot of people here. Nine of Pentacles. Okay. The reason why you are so defensive towards this entity is because at some point in time, you extended a cup to them. You extended the Ace of Cups, the invitation, the offer, love, whatever it was. You extended it to this individual. You made the conscious choice to do that with the Lover's card. And they made the conscious choice to ignore it or reject it. And so this week, when it appears here that they want to communicate with you, or maybe even travel to you or have you meet them somewhere, you seem to be like, no, I can do so much. I can talk to you for 5 minutes. I'm not going to talk to you for 5 hours. You know, that's the kind of feeling. I can meet you, on this day and time, but I only have this, I can only allocate this much time for you, 20 minutes. I'm not going to sit there for 2 hours. That's the kind of feeling here, because at some point in time, you made the conscious choice to offer this person, like I said, something. And they made the conscious choice to reject it or ignore you. And because of that, you have some high defenses here with this person. And I want to say that they're healthy. They're healthy boundaries. You feel like you need to protect yourself. This person is not serious. They're always partying. So I don't know who this is to you, but you seem to have a inability to take them seriously this week. Knight of Wands to the Page of Swords. Who's this Knight of Wands? Could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces here. I have you here, Taurus and Libra. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius here with the Page of Swords. Who is this Knight of Wands? I mean, whether they're a fire sign or not is irrelevant. They're taking the action or the initiative here to come towards you, to contact you, to travel your way. Who is this Knight of Wands? One more shuffle. Thank you. Knight of Wands is clarified by the Hermit, Virgo energy, High Priestess, Pisces energy, Death card, Scorpio energy. Okay. This is someone where at some point in time, things went a little quiet between you and them, or some things went unaddressed. There was an ending here to this connection. Either you stopped talking to this person or you stopped engaging with them as much as you used to. At some point in time, you engaged a lot with them, and then it either went silent or kind of like trickled to almost nothing. This person is taking the inspired action this week to contact you. So this is someone who wants you back at the conversation table to negotiate, to discuss, to reconcile. Again, it's different for all of you. But this person, I'll just say, wants you back at the conversation table. Page of Swords. What does this person want to say here? What does this person want to say here to Libra? One more shuffle. Thank you. What do they want to say to you? Six of Wands, the Tower, and the Strength card. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Pentacles. I just heard baby come back. Baby come back. Maybe for some of you, this is an ex. This is someone who wants to rebuild a connection with you. Like I said, after it came to an end or they rejected you in some way. You know, this could be a boss, right? And they fired you at some point in time, and now they're contacting you this week to be like, hey, Libra, are you still looking for a job? Would you like your old job back? That's the feeling here. And you're like, oh my God, I can't even take you seriously, right? It could be something like that for some of you. It could be a former employer here contacting you. For others of you, it's a friend, family member, or lover. Like I said, at some point in time, you offered them something, they rejected it, or you felt like you were rejected by this person. Maybe they didn't give you a yes or a no. They just kind of left you hanging. Again, it's like, can we rebuild this? Do you want to come back to work here? Will you talk to me? Can we fix this relationship? Can we fix this connection? Ace of Pentacles, the Magician, the Two of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. Well, the Two of Swords is Moon in Libra, astrologically speaking. You seem to be at a crossroads here. You don't know if you want to accept this. At some point in time, you prayed for this. You prayed for this person to accept whatever it was here that you were offering them. And like I said, they rejected you to some degree. So it's almost like a little too late to do the right thing now feeling. Now, don't allow tarot to dictate what you're going to do. I'm just telling you energetically, the feeling here is like, wow, where the hell were you back then? Right? When I did offer you the cup and you either rejected it or you accepted it, but then you threw it out. That's kind of the feeling, like now you want to rebuild. Now you want to offer me the job, or now you want to offer me the job back. Now you care about our relationship. All right. Eight of Swords to the Empress, to the Ten of Cups. You seem here to be trying to almost going back and forth. Can I be happy with this? Can I accept this? Can I accept this back? Can I accept this back? Will it lend to my happiness? Will it detract from my happiness? The Empress. Why are you in the Eight of Swords? Whether you're masculine or feminine, you are the Empress. The Empress is ruled by Venus, as are you. That is your major arcana card here. You share it with Taurus. Why the Eight of Swords? One more shuffle. Thank you. Why the Eight of Swords? The Sun card. The Fool. Can I heal this? Should we heal this? Should I go back? Justice. There you are. So it's your decision here. It's your decision to take this offer or this opportunity. where, again, I feel like it's coming from an entity that in the past shut you out or discarded you or rejected you to some degree. And this week they want to, again, I keep seeing like two people at a table. So this kind of like trying to get you back to the conversation table, again, to negotiate, to compromise, to come together again. And you seem to be, again, weighing the pros and cons of doing this, of entertaining this individual or accepting their offer here. And you're putting a lot of thought into this with that 8 of Swords. 10 of Cups. Why is the 10 of Cups here? I feel like you end up going towards happiness. Whether or not it includes this person, I don't know. But you are making a decision here this week. I think you just want to be happy at the end of the day. One more shuffle here. Thank you. 10 of Cups is clarified by 2 of Swords. Again, the Magician and the 4 of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords. That is the truth. So you seem to be going back and forth here about whether or not you will accept whatever this person is offering. I'll get you some advice here. You seem to be here undecided because at some point in time you wanted this. You wanted this compromise. You wanted this negotiation. You wanted this offer. You wanted this opportunity. You wanted this person. You wanted this conversation. You wanted this apology. And now you're like, I don't know. I don't know if that would make me happy. I feel like you've changed a lot since whatever took place back here. And now you seem to be, the mind says, I want to be happy. I just, speaking like you, I don't know if you're part of it. I think that's what you're like. I don't know if you're telling that to this entity. It's just that's what you're contemplating. If I accept this, will it add to the structure and stability and happiness in my life, or will it detract? Ace of Swords, you're looking for some clarity here. Queen of Wands, 4 of Swords, the Devil. Is this person, place, or thing still toxic? Again, does it lend to my happiness or does it not? Or does it lead me to happiness? Or does it delay me from getting to happiness? Wow, big wind just came through. So maybe with that, I take everything I do in a reading. I'm smelling something burning. It could be my neighbor. Maybe they have their fireplace going. But yeah, I feel like with that big wind, that Page of Swords with the Tower, it's like this comes in out of the blue. Conversation, information, communication. And then with the burning, it's like, do I just want to let this burn down, right? Do I just want to let this burn down? Or can this be rebuilt after? Because for some of you, this burnt down already, right? So the idea is here, can it be rebuilt? Do I even want to do that? And for some of you, it's like, maybe I should just let it burn and just start over elsewhere. Let's get you 3 cards of advice. So just know that this week, something or someone that rejected you in the past or neglected you or abandoned you is coming back in again for a conversation. Keep in mind it's Mercury retrograde. You seem to be indecisive here about whether or not you want to re-engage with this entity. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Your advice, Libra. 8 of Cups. 8 of Pentacles. Page of Cups. Move towards your happiness. Identify what the 9 of Cups looks like to you. When we leave a situation, environment, or connection, and we are in that phase of the 8 of Cups, that means it was emotionally displeasing. That also means we are in search of the 9th cup. You seem to be walking here towards the 9th cup, the page, the new opportunity, the new happiness, the new life, the new chapter. In all honesty, your advice is telling you to just keep moving. Just keep moving towards what you want. This person, place, or thing is no longer part of it. That's hard for the cross watcher. 10 of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, 9 of Swords. You could do this all over again with this entity. It will not yield a different result. You can do it. You can go right back to that habit, right back to that person, right back to that job. I don't think it changes your outcome. I think at the end of the day, you still end up single, independent, and free of it. It just depends on how much longer do you want to do this cycle. But you do have the opportunity here to re-engage, or you can move in an entirely new direction. Although you have some trepidation here, there's some worry, some concern, but it leads you to the 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles. I don't think this situation, environment, or connection was ever that. That's what I have for you. You got a significant decision here to make this week after you receive communication. What you choose to do will be entirely up to you. That is what I have for you, Libra, for the week of November 16th, 2025. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace.